Alright everybody, welcome. This is Weeb and welcome to our newest LP. As you can see, we are playing Pac-Man World Re-Pac, and as you saw in that little intro, let me just press the A button in case it tries to go to like a demo thing. There we go. As you can see from the little intro, it was Pac-Man's birthday, everyone was waiting to celebrate with him, but of course the ghosts show up, they steal all his family and friends, and yeah, Pac-Man arrives just in time to see there's some sort of imposter at Ghost Island that, stole his family. So he's going to go retrieve them. With me, as always, is Legend of Jonathan. Say hello.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back.
He's back. Just like, Pac is back.
Yeah, I that's what I said before this whole call happened.
Oh my god, I love how everybody hates that little intro.
I always loved it. I know it sounds stupid, but I've always loved it.
Yeah, everyone's like, Pac is back.
I was gonna say, I like how they spoke a weird gibberish language.
Mm-hmm.
In the original,
yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment. Let's just get started, and right now we'll talk about it in a moment. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're gonna get started, folks, and right now we're talking about some differences and stuff. So just one moment. I had a little 𝐥𝐤𝐤 ship right there. Actually, yeah, let's wait until after this little intro too. And right now we can talk about some of the differences and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, this is Ghost Island. And this is the bad guy's little castle or whatever. I love the ghosts just hanging out there. Look at the ghosts. They're just like super having fun. Look at that. There's like a DJ ghost. There's a little ghost, the little witch ghost just hanging out. Alrighty. So
they keep making this man more bigger each time.
Alrighty. So as we start, let me just read this and then we'll start. Welcome to Pac-Man World. Oh, this is the ghost store area. Watch out for ghosts and eat all the Pac dots. The big dots are power pellets. Eat them and power up Pac-Man. Get the ghosts. Don't get careless. Power pellets wear off. Effects wear off after a while. Alright, so as we were saying, it's really weird because in the original, the ghost actually spoke English instead of gibberish, right?
Yeah, and then I was gonna say that the party, it was like a weird mosh pit where everyone was on the floor. It was in like the different parts of the party. It was like they all were just dancing in one place.
Gotcha.
Also, let's just be honest, everyone used to look uglier too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never played the first one.
I played the second one, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. A little bit of cough. I was actually going to mention that, as you know, I played this for the channel. I played like the first 3 levels or something. Then I talked to you and I'm like, hey, we should play the whole thing. It seems like it could be fun. Since we both have experience with
Pac-Man World. Yeah.
And I think we both only played the second one, right? I think you said you played the third one?
No, but I have seen the third, like gameplay of the third one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna skip these. I think people saw when I played it. It just explains the mechanics. It's not too fancy. But anyway, yeah, so some differences there in the original. I've looked at the cutscenes and stuff. I saw people talking about the differences. Yeah, number 1, they speak English. Number 2 is that everything looks rougher, including Talkman, which some people actually like. Some people say that he looks better in the original because he looks like more. Well, some people like it. They say he looks like more like Scraps.
That's why I agree too, but here I like it too.
You do like it? Okay. Yeah, because I've seen it. I don't really have an opinion either way. But I know some people say they like it more when he looks like Scraps put together. Some people like it here where it's more like it looks more like a mech or whatever.
Yeah, for me it's kind of both ways, you know.
And then another difference is that the kidnapping in the original, you get a preview of who the mini bosses are going to be. I mean the bosses, because they're the ones who do the kidnapping.
Oh wow.
Here it's just the ghosts. While in the original, it's all like the bosses that do the kidnapping. That's another thing that people are kind of like, oh, it kind of sucks instead of getting a preview. It's the ghosts that do everything. It's kind of some people don't like.
For me, I feel like I would agree that it kind of sucks. But let's be honest though, who are Pinky and Clyde are they're the ones that usually are with this guy. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly, it leaves as more of a surprise if you don't like get the preview of the bosses. So I don't mind it too much, and I can see why it was kind of cooler. But I don't really mind it. I think it's whatever. The one thing I do think is really weird. The one thing where I don't mind the appearances. I don't mind them switching up who did the kidnapping. None of that. The one thing I do agree, it's really awkward that they speak the gibberish because it's hard to tell. It's hard. The only one that does good emotes is Talkman. You can tell he's mad. You can tell he's annoyed, etc. When you look at the other ghosts, it's really awkward. Like there's a spot where they're talking about how he's like, oh, you know, like it's Pac-Man's here on the island, the real Pac-Man, or as you refer to him, the fake who's just a fool. And he stares at the camera. But because he has no emotions, he doesn't really emote.
He's smiling, yeah.
And it feels really awkward. You don't really feel like the sarcasm or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And another thing, when they're arguing about how they stole the different Pac people, because you can't really tell what they're saying, there's a part right in the middle where they're saying about how they made a mistake, and then it cuts to Pac-Man's wife, and she goes out with it. Like what did you guys do?
It doesn't sound like she's mad. Yeah.
Well, you can't even tell she's talking. Because there's just a bunch of text on screen, and there's the ghost just in the way, and then you see they move the sheet, it's just her face, and then they keep talking. But because there's no emoting, there's no voice, you can't even tell it's her talking. It just feels like a bunch of gibberish.
That's what I'm saying, but then I'm saying it feels like she's not even mad either, so it's just kind of
she's confused, or
she's just talking.
Yeah, it's really awkward. So that's one of those changes. I don't know why they did it, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I know that they also changed her appearance and I think the baby's appearance
because of the whole controversy.
Yeah, because of copyright stuff.
That's what I'm saying, controversy, copyright.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Which I don't really mind. I think I do wish that they'd given her eyes maybe more like all the other Pac people. Her eyes are kind of weird.
Because they're like the more cartoony eyes.
Yeah, but I think everything else is fine. They gave her like long legs, a hat, a nose, whatever. Everything else I think isn't too bad. I just wish they had given her eyes look more like Pac-Man's.
Mm-hmm. You know, the cartoony like Disney eyes, you can say.
Yeah, that's the one part that I do think was kind of weird. Even though I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. It's like they change the designs of all characters all the time. I don't think it's like that big of a deal. I feel like some people are all like, "Oh my god!" Like, you know how people get. They like burn their like house down or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can think that's all the changes, right?
Yeah.
As I said, so I played through like the first 3 levels myself, and I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if you've tried the game out yet.
I played the first level, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun.
It was just the first episode. This level, I only did this one.
Oh, only this one?
Yeah, because it was during like my lunch break at school, and then that was it.
Oh, got you. I was having fun with it though. I really, like I said, I like the visuals. The gameplay feels really like
it feels similar to the second games, yeah.
Although, another thing I'll see on camera that we'll have to see as we progress. The thing that is different though, I feel like the second game was way more platforming. This one mixes in a lot of the old-fashioned Pac-Man stuff, like all these mazes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the second one would not have this much maze stuff.
It wouldn't, yeah.
They would just have it as like a bonus.
Yeah. Yo, you know what I've noticed with all these new Pac-Man stuff, bruh? They keep making it more round and like bigger in a way. Because I remember, like, if you look at like, Pac-Man or like the older games, it feels like he's more smaller.
You think so?
Yeah, I like see like his head, like they made it bigger, bro. Like they made him have a bigger ass head, bro.
I want to get the fruit. There we go. That's what I'm using this. Then I was saying, I'm really surprised how easy Pac-Man, you know, from being like a little arcade, little side-scrolling thingy,
early '80s to now, yeah.
He translates to a platformer really well, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised like how well he translates to it. Yeah, these are always hard.
Honestly, it feels like Pac-Man is that character where he kind of just like straight up is like. Yo, I always hate it in games when they have the slot machine because it's like you have to mash the button.
I know. I like the mechanic. Like I wish more games had it because the only games I can really think of that have it is this
and Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah, and in Mario Bros. 2 it feels easier to use, honestly.
Sonic has slot machines.
Oh, does it?
Yes. Casino night and all that.
Oh no,
stuff.
but I mean it has like a bonus thing though.
There is in the third game and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Well, and the original Sonic 3, like without the expansion,
yeah.
You can do is you can grab the post, like the weird post things where it has like the stars, and then you jump into it, and there's a likely chance that you'll get a weird slot machine mini game thing, and then from there you can rank up rings and lives.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And I love playing that, but
I guess I really thought about it. I guess I thought it was more like a mini game. I meant like this in between levels. You know what I mean?
Oh, and Yoshi's Island and Mario World. That's another one.
Oh, that's
the
true.
Yoshi games have that too.
That's true, actually. Yeah. That's kind of more what I meant. Like between levels for like points and lives. What I meant.
Because especially Yoshi's Island, where you know, there's the transition. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now we're still in the pirate ship area. So basically, the way it works is like you unlock the levels one by one.
Yeah, it's like the old-fashioned like.
It looks like the game is not that long. Because honestly, I was, I think I was like on the last level of this like pirate ship area.
Yeah.
It looks like there's like 4, and then you move on to the next one, which is the like spaceship. And it looks like it's only like a few worlds. It looks like it's like maybe like 4 worlds or something.
Yeah.
It is not very long.
Yeah,
which makes sense. It was like what, a PS1 game?
It was a PS1 game.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Something I mentioned in my original thing.
And Neil just popped out.
Right. The music's alright. Like this song right here, like the little remix is fun. But not all the music's that great, honestly.
I remember seeing the one where it's like the pirate ship or whatever.
Yeah, I think the third level, I think where it was actually kind of annoying. It's just like very repetitive, like
it's literally just the same beat over and over, yeah. There's when I feel like when they do something like that, it's kinda like like
I didn't think the music was that great, but we'll see. Maybe there's some banger tracks up ahead.
The way he gets attacked is actually kind of like. I mean, I know it's gonna be annoying, especially if it's a constant. But the way he kind of just stops too, though. Yeah. At least it's not like other games where like you fall back. Here it's cool that he just gets damage and he kind of like freaks out and then that's it.
Just freaking explode the bird. I love how he just explodes the bird.
Everyone loves the bird.
Everyone loves exploding birds.
I love nature. Oh.
There we go. Dude, every time you eat the ghost, it says complete, so.
Oh, this reminds me of a great movie, bruh.
What?
Pixels.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I hate that movie.
That movie
is so stupid.
Dude, I remember I watched it recently. Dude, the plot is so like, yeah, it's just so dumb. Especially where it's like, oh, like, why are they attacking us anyways? Oh, it's because they saw the footage and they think that it was like a war threat, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what do you mean though? It's like video games. Exactly, but they don't know that they're video games or something like that. And I'm like, but you literally just said that they're like technology advanced. Like, how is your guys' race not like, how did you guys not know those are video games? You guys are so advanced, supposedly.
But they're able to recreate them.
Yeah, they were able to recreate them, supposedly, but they...
So they think it's a war message, but yet they were to recreate them. And then I can't see that movie, it's a good idea, it's a good concept.
And then there's some funny stuff, yeah.
There's some funny stuff, but it's a good concept. But it's just so bad executed. There's stuff that makes no sense. Like, for instance, oh yeah, you have to click the whole Pac-Man.
So it's like, yeah, old games where they did that, yeah.
Alright, what was the thing I'm trying to think of specific? Hold on.
When Q*bert became the lady. Okay.
Oh, no, I think the worst shit. I think it's salty.
I hate it.
Q*bert was like the only character that was like that I didn't hate, and they did that for him.
That was like the most messed up thing.
It was really creepy too, man. Like, what the fuck?
No, and then like the thing too is I was saying like, okay, like why couldn't they just like you know what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't they just create the lady at the end? Or why couldn't they have done as literally when the whole thing about him becoming Q*bert? Why wasn't it, I mean, not him becoming Q*bert, him becoming the lady, why didn't the babies come out looking like normal people? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because the whole joke is, oh, get it? It's Q*bert underneath.
Like,
but it's super fucked up to Q*bert, because like, what the fuck?
Like, that was so like...
That shows how creepy the guy is. He doesn't even care if it's just like a Q*bert in like a disguise. It's like, no. As long as it looks like the lady, I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's. It shows that he never cared about the lady at all. Like, he was just a fucking creep. Like, he was just weird.
Yeah, and I was even like, because that's the thing too. I was watching it with my mom.
Fucking creepy,
I was watching it with my mom. Okay. And so I told her, I'm like, bro, they really messed it up right here. I was like, bro, they could have literally just done as they could have written.
She's like, you're not allowed to play them video games anymore. I don't know why your mom sound all old like an old lady.
Yeah, no, she's
You're not allowed to play them video games anymore.
They could have written it better where it's like, they could have made it better where, yeah, it's like, oh, like he gets sad, but then he finds a girl that looks like her, or two.
But that was too much thought.
Yeah, I guess.
This whole thing, like,
or if the girl gets recreated.
It's made, like, it sounds like it's made by someone who likes video games, but then it feels like it's like hating on people who like video games at the same time. It feels like, do you respect video games or not? Because like, you think like, oh, you know, someone who made it, they know about video games, and they're like, you know, like honoring them. But then, like, they do all, like, the cliches of, like, oh, well, people who like video games are, like, losers, and they're creeps, and, like, and, oh, the whole thing about video games are too violent these days, and, like, so it's like, what the fuck? So, like, who made this? Do you like video games or do you not? Like, what's the whole point of this, then? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I was such a, like, and I'm telling you, like, it's so dumb because, yeah, the first reward, supposedly, yeah, it was the duck dog. Okay, yeah. Cool. Second reward was Q*bert. So the last reward should have been the freaking lady. Because it's kind of like, oh, well, I guess there's a damsel in distress, you can say. But then the thing, too, is it could have been like the alien dude could have said, yeah, since you guys won the war, yeah, here's your guys' final, like, reward, basically. And, like...
And so I was never gonna get to see the aliens. It's just like, yeah, off camera, the president, he signs, like, a treaty with them.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? It's just, like, off camera. Like, there's just so much dumb things with that movie, man. And, like, I'm not even getting into, like, okay, they're playing video games, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that in the first game, the aliens are the bad guys? You know, because they're the centipede people, right?
They're centipedes and they're shooting the centipedes.
Then how come in the second game, they're Pac-Man, they're the good guy?
It shouldn't have been the ghost, yeah.
Right? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
And then...
Because the last one, it makes sense because Donkey Kong isn't exactly, like, especially the first one, he's the main antagonist. It makes sense.
Yeah, so why are they the antagonists in 2 out of the 3?
Yeah. But no, the main... Because they thought it was funny, that's why.
And then it's like... They're playing video games, right? Like in real life, supposed like a recreation of it.
How did the dude use the cheat
how did he use cheat codes in real life?
Yeah,
that made no sense. Like he has like the little like thing of cheat codes in his car.
No, it's on his classes. That's why.
Oh yeah, and like he uses a cheat code and it works in real life to like. Get, like
wow, how did you get so fast?
How do you use cheat codes in real life?
That's like using the Konami code while fighting someone.
Yeah, like what? How does that work? That makes no sense.
I'm telling you, that's why on purpose I'll tell people, I'll be like, yeah, Pixel's like one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. It's so dumb, dude. Yeah, that movie, that Cuber part though, I'm being for reals. When I saw
everything about Josh's Gadget's character is just creepy.
Yeah.
Like everything that they say bad about like gamers, they purposely made him like the freaking total creep, total weirdo. At the end, he doesn't even give a shit whether it's a girl or not. It could have been Adam Sandler made to look like that girl, and he wouldn't have cared because he's just like a creep. And
yeah,
it could have just been like.
Especially because he found the alien message through some like freaking like I don't even know if it was a porno like VHS or what it was. But he's like, yeah, remember that one episode from that one show and in that scene when the girl, she was about to take off her freaking bra because she was mad at her friend, blah blah blah. Literally the next second it cuts to the alien message supposedly. And I'm like that's so like gross. Where apparently he's watching and he like says, oh yeah, like as I'm telling you, it was such a weird.
Like it was just that movie is just so dumb, dude. If you want to see it like done better, you can literally watch the like freaking Futurama episode where they do something like that too, where like they have to like it's something similar like that, where like they're trying to like they have to like play video games to like save the world or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's done like way better. And it's like short. If I were to waste like 2 hours on a movie, you just watch that like little like
25 minutes. 30
no, it's less than that, man.
Damn.
And it's like way better than that. That was just so stupid.
That is sad, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, it really pisses me off, man. It's like, you know, like people, like, it's bad enough that I respect video games, and then like people may start to respect video games, and something like this, it puts it back.
Yeah.
You know, I think the whole thing with like animation, where like at the last, was it like, not Emmys, last Oscars, where those girls were talking about like movies, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, because the thing about kids, they want to watch like cartoons like over and over and over, and then, you know, they're making it sound like it's just for kids and like it's annoying.
Even though animation from the start wasn't about.
And like literally during that same Oscars, like there was like a whole bunch of different like anime movies. Like one of them had to do with like someone gay from like Iraq who had to escape his country. And he almost died.
Wow, that's,
and, like,
that's for kids. Yeah.
Yeah, those like a few like really like deep like animated movies. And then they're like basically talking shit about like animation and stuff. Like, oh, it's so silly, you know, guys. Oh,
the thing for kids. God. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like super messed up, man.
Yeah, there's some. I would say ignorant, basically. Because, yeah, it's really dumb where people will be like, no, man, like, specific things for kids. Or it's like, or like, and I'm like, that's not how. What? Yeah, dude, run. Run.
Swimming. Run!
Well, I mean, you can still run underwater.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I don't get how people still think that animation is like only for like kids
and I'm
stuff.
telling you, it wasn't even like that from the start. Because literally, like, think about like freaking a lot of the cartoons that kind of started out at the beginning. A lot of jokes aren't really like jokes that kids would get even like back then. They would be something that like an adult or a teenager would find funny. Because it's like, oh, get it? Because like, yeah, he hung himself or something. It's like, yeah, because like, yeah, it's. Animation in general is not for kids, in general.
Okay. I missed it. No, I can still go. Okay.
Well, yeah. No.
I was only like one try or something. I was so close too, so. But I don't care, like, there's so many movies that have come out that, like, you know, like, animation could be like any genre, any, like, about, it could be sci-fi, it could be like,
or it could be like
anything.
A porno or some shit.
Yeah, and then there's people who just, like, still don't get it. I'm like, I don't get how you don't get it. If it's like, there's been so much examples of different stuff. It's like saying fantasy, sci-fi is only for kids. When there's stuff like Star Wars, just stuff that, like, Blade Runner, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, how could it, I don't get it.
Okay, it'd just be for children, yeah.
I missed the M somehow. Where's the M been at? What the heck?
Yeah, you better hurry up.
It doesn't matter. You know what, whatever. We're not going for 100%, that's whatever. Here's the N. Oh, really? Can't we do no more?
No, you're supposed to.
Oh, that's mean. Well, whatever.
Yo, they didn't even defeat Donkey Kong right either, bruh. Did you see when they grab the freaking hammer and they throw at him?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. That's like very inaccurate.
Yeah, because aren't you supposed to like follow the rules of the game?
Yeah.
So how the fuck do you wait by doing that?
That's what I'm telling you, because the whole point of the game is that when you play Donkey Kong, is you're supposed to grab Pauline. So in this case, wow, he died, bruh.
Where am I?
The point was that they were supposed to climb up the stairs where the kid and that one random ass dude was at, and then just kind of stand next to him and be like, well, we won the game, that's how Donkey Kong works, like, or just keep going through the levels until eventually, like, that cutscene where it shows Pauline and in Mario, they're
And Donkey Kong falls on his ass.
yeah, basically. Like, that literally was what they probably were gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was either that or no, we get to the top and that's it. But yeah, no, Adam Sandler just breaks logic, you know?
Oh, it's okay. There it is.
I'm just like, Adam Sandler breaks logic. Honestly though, bro, if he just Adam Sandler as a woman, that would have been great. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but it would just be more funnier than obviously the whole Q*bert thing. Because that thing was just nasty.
Poor Q*bert. I see it's raped.
Basically. And then I'm telling you, it was so dumb where it's like, yeah, they could have done so many, like, a better plot with that whole thing. And no, they ruined it where, like, they're like, no, man, no, he has to, like, he has to make babies of Q*bert.
Why? It's so weird.
I'm telling you, bro, I told my mom, I'm like, dude, this is so stupid. Even she said it was stupid. And then yeah, like I'm telling you, that whole plot when like, and then this is what made it better too. We were watching it in Spanish.
Why?
Because it was on a Spanish channel. We scrolled,
okay.
And like we were watching it, and so when he explains the whole thing about it's because they don't know that it's a war thing and this and that. I'm like, bro, that is so dumb that they somehow they're supposed to be these aliens from another planet and they're like technically advanced supposedly, but yet somehow they didn't think that it was like pictures, you can say, and that for them, you know, obviously that wouldn't be anything. Yeah. So instead of being like, nah, man, this is like a propaganda thing, nah, they took it as that. Yeah, like, ooh, it's an apple or something.
No, I use apple as a key.
Ah.
Okay. No, I use the key though.
Right here.
There we go.
Oh, and then the movie looked all pirated too.
Okay. Hey, look, we destroyed it. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if the key's for something. I didn't see it.
I think it's gonna be a door later.
Hopefully I wasn't supposed to use it here somewhere. I just missed it.
Oh, what the freak?
Hey,
no, in the second game, this move pops up, huh? The metal one, doesn't it pop up in the second game?
For certain things,
like,
yeah,
the lava one. Well,
yeah, the lava use a lot. Sure.
Yeah, okay. Wow, Pac. Yeah. It sounds like the noise. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Pixel no more.
You know, you're just like, I don't want.
It's just so dumb. Like, the humor's really bad. The characters are all like really creepy. Like they make them like purposely like, they
stereotypes.
Like, the stereotype of like what gamers are. They're like, oh, they're all creepy and like, I don't know, man. Like, they're all losers.
They
and,
sit in their basement all day. Yeah.
I know Josh Gad is just like really depressing. He's like such a fucking weirdo. I got two. Oh, it doesn't matter. Look at that. Yeah.
Now look at him. He's so happy, bro.
For every 20,000 you get like lives. That's not too bad.
Yeah, like he's so happy, bro.
I have 8 lives now. I'm 10 now. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
I remember when I saw the thing where Pac-Man got announced for Smash, like a live reaction. I like how when they showed the Pac-Man thing and it goes, but everyone's like, oh, that was so cool. It was funny.
Alright, and that's where we're gonna stop for now because I think it's pretty good. We did about 2 levels plus the intros. Those take a little bit of time, but yeah, put those out of the way. Next time we're gonna jump over this 3rd level. And yeah, I think it's like 2 levels per little area. So hopefully next time we can finish the area and we can see what happens next, you know?
Yeah.
Alrighty, if you guys like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Trust me, do not watch Pixels. It's a really bad movie. Just thinking about it pisses me off. Anyway, thank you, $100 for being here.
You're welcome, bro.
Alright, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.